Welcome back to another action-packed episode of Inside Sport Abu Dhabi. Coming up this month, the Mubadala World Tennis Championship is back for its 9th year, and we're on hand to bring you all the action. We meet the newly crowned AFC Player of the Year, Omar Abdulrahman, and we look at a community event designed to get the Abu Dhabi workforce up and running. Later on, we speak to French figure skater Chafik Besseghier. We meet two Abu Dhabi sisters making plenty of noise in the karting world, and we preview the upcoming Gary Player Invitational. Finally, we look forward to the upcoming Red Bull Air Race, meet the Abu Dhabi's newest pro cycling team, and chat to a legend of the tennis circuit. At the end of December, the Mubadala World Tennis Championship returned to Abu Dhabi, bringing with it some of the world's best players, as well as dedicated fans from across the globe. From Rafael Nadal and Jo-Wilfried Tsonga to world number 1 Andy Murray, the tournament regularly features 6 of the top players in the game. And the 9th edition of the tournament, which was sponsored by Mubadala, was no different.
Each year we have an amazing player field. Constantly we have 6 top 15 players in the world.
There's a lot of things that make the tournament special. I think, first of all, the time of year that the tournament takes place. So the eyes of the tennis world are focused on Abu Dhabi.
And also the fact that the fans get so close to the action. There's no bad seat in the house. And there's so many fun things going out in the village where people get really close to the clinics, the autograph sessions with the players, kids stay. Players are very accessible, more so than at any other tournaments internationally.
One of the things that's really important to our friends at Mubadala in particular is the strength and depth that we go into the community to build tennis at a grassroots level. We have 6 of the top 12 players in the world here, so that makes us quite unique.
New challenges every year for sure, and we work very hard to improve the spectator experience every year.
The first match saw Dhabi Dash surprise everyone by beating compatriot Jo-Wilfried Tsonga. 7-6. In match 2, fan favourite Rafa Nadal showed that he'd fully recovered from last year's injury woes, beating Thomas Berdych 6-love, 6-4. Rafa giving the crowd plenty to cheer about after a year to forget for the Spaniard.
A little bit early to see it fall, but Rafa Nadal, he's back.
The shock of the tournament came on match day 2, when newly crowned world number 1 Andy Murray lost in straight sets to debutant David Goffin. Murray's mood, though, was lightened later in the day when it was announced he was to become Sir Andy Murray, having been knighted in the New Year's honours list.
It sounds strange, obviously, you know, it was a big honour to be asked, great recognition for my results over the last few years, and it was obviously a very nice way to finish 2016 or start 2017, but I'm more than happy just being known as Andy, that's fine.
On day 3, the final took place between Nadal and Goffin, and again the Spaniard showed his class and returned to form, beating the Frenchman 6-4, 7-6.
For the 4th time, it is Rafael Nadal, the man from Spain, who has taken the title here in the UAE capital. He did so in 2010, he won it again in 2011, he won it in 2016, and he has added the 2017.
And after a successful tournament, it was now up to the organisers to look forward to the 10th edition and how they're going to make it the biggest and best yet.
This tournament is so special because every year we have top players playing in this tournament.
Next year will be great. We have great players in store, not been announced yet. Rest assured it will be a great addition.
The 10th anniversary is a great opportunity to take it to the next level, but certainly I think it's fair to say we'll celebrate the incredible 10-year heritage of the Mubadala World Tennis Championship.
The Mubadala World Tennis Championship had also attracted sporting talent from other fields, including the UAE's best-known football player, Omar Abdulrahman. The Al Ain star was even given the opportunity to compare skills with Rafa Nadal. 2016 was a great year for Amori, who played a key role in helping Al Ain FC reach the final of the Asian Champions League. He went on to claim the coveted AFC Player of the Year award, holding off tough competition from Iraq's Hamadi Ahmed and Chinese star Wu Lei.
أكيد إحساس جميل إن الواحد يحصل على جائزة أفضل لاعب، يمكن أنا خسرتها العام، الحمد لله قدرت أحققها هالسنة، لابد إنك أنت تكون طموح وتسعى للدوام إنك أنت تقدم الأفضل، وهذه الجائزة الحمد لله جت بفضل الله ثم دعوات الوالدين ومجهود إخواني اللاعبين اللي ما قصروا.
With 2017 seeing the final round of matches in qualification for the FIFA World Cup next year, Amori will need to be at the peak of his powers as he attempts to lead the UAE to the finals in Russia.
Hi, I'm Pat Cash and you're watching Inside Sport Abu Dhabi.
Chafik, back towards Messi. Surely Messi. Flips it in and into the net. Second goal now would be good. It's Chima. Munich is trying to find a third goal, and he's got one. How well he took it, surrounded by a red shirt, gorgeously into the net. The FIFA Club World Cup belongs to Real Madrid. They are the best club side on the globe.
Still to come in part 2, we meet French figure skating champion Chafik Besseghier, we look ahead to the Gary Player Invitational, and we meet the newly formed Abu Dhabi Pro Cycling Team. Chafik Besseghier is one of the best figure skaters in France and in the top 30 in the ISU world standings. Born in France to Algerian parents, Besseghier came to the sport late as a 13-year-old after being spotted at his local ice rink.
I start skating at 13 years old. Normally we start around 4 or 5 years old. I was going in new ice rink in my hometown, Grenoble. Every day we was skating there, we love it. And one day one coach saw me and she proposed me to try ice skating. So in the beginning I refused because I didn't like it, I preferred to do okay. And after second times I was thinking with my mom and this coach come back again and say just try once and maybe you will like it.
Choosing ice skating as a profession is not the most obvious choice for someone with Arab heritage, but it has certainly paid off.
It started to develop, so for the moment it's not really popular there, but I'm really happy because now in these countries they start to developing. When I see the competition here in Abu Dhabi, I was very happy.
With 14 tournament wins to his name, Chafik knows about the pressure and dedication needed to make it to the top.
I'm doing 3 hours per day, ice in Paris. So in a week it's around 20 hours. It's really passion, so every day I love to do that. So it's a lot of work. I wake up morning around 8, I go practice at 9 until 11, I eat, rest a little, and I come back again afternoon for skate 1 or 2 hours more every day.
Now at 27, he's back in competition. His trip to the Fatima bint Mubarak Trophy for figure skating in Abu Dhabi, part of his preparation for the upcoming season. With the talent and determination Chafik has shown in the early part of his career, he looks well set to play a major role in the world of figure skating over the next few years. The Mubadala World Tennis Championship offers the tennis community in Abu Dhabi the chance to get up close and personal with many of the game's best players and coaches. Unlike other competitions around the world, the championship runs numerous programs and clinics where tennis lovers of all ages get the chance to meet and play with their heroes.
think it's one of the most important things. I think that exposure is critical because then they can see what tennis is about and if they can really grow a true passion for it.
This is a dream come true to play with one of the top 10 in the world.
It's a really good learning experience.
I've never played with a professional before, so it's an amazing opportunity.
Especially for the kids, it gives a lot of pleasure. It's really important to play with them. I hope they will take more lessons and they're going to come more often on the court after that.
Top international coaches are also on hand to give advice to the next generation of future tennis stars.
Today I've been running a parent and child session. It doesn't really matter if the parent is sporty or not, or whether they play tennis or not, they can actually help the kids to develop those skills. I think it's not about starting them early with tennis, it's about starting them early with good basic physical skills.
After contacting him on Twitter, young Emirati Hassan Al Nawais was lucky enough to be offered some early one-on-one time with the newly crowned world #1.
Nice.
I'm taking it easy on you.
There we go. Thanks for that.
With next year's event being the 10th edition, we can be assured that the Abu Dhabi tennis community will again be heavily involved in making the tournament one of the most unique in the sporting calendar.
Year after year, we have seen this tournament improving, engaging with the community. For next year, it will be the 10th year. We will try every possible means to enhance the experience of the spectators, to have a better games, to have a better activations as well.
The Abu Dhabi Dash was a race designed to get the city's companies involved in fitness. Held at Zion Sports City, the Dash saw teams of colleagues race 10 kilometres in relay fashion.
Well, we're here as part of our team from our company to take part in the Abu Dhabi Dash, which is a 10-man relay of total 15 kilometres. It's about everyone getting together, working with their colleagues as part of a team and having fun as well.
Organised in partnership between Daman and the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the race was the first edition of the event to be held in Abu Dhabi.
Today's event is to celebrate health, activity, lots of fun, bring people together. It's about bringing health to the communities. We really need to take actions with ourselves. We have to start with us. And as parents, we have to be role models. And then as employer, we need to encourage also our staff to be more healthy because they will also be then more productive.
In early February, the Gary Player Invitational returns to Abu Dhabi for its second edition. The tournament is part of a global series of charity golf events run and hosted by the 9-time major champion himself. Held at the Gary Player-designed Sadiat Beach Golf Club, the event is a union of golf and giving, attended by leading professionals and a selection of invited amateur guests.
Obviously a great fan of Gary Player and love my golf, so take every opportunity that comes my way to play.
I think the guests have had a wonderful day. I mean, if they haven't, they don't like peaches and cream.
The Gary Player Foundation aims to raise $100 million in donations by 2020 to help improve the lives of those less fortunate around the world. To support a worthy cause and watch a golf legend in action, head to the Sadiat Golf Club on the 5th and 6th of February. The Abu Dhabi Pro Cycling Team has been announced to the world at a press conference held at the St Regis Hotel.
Yeah, it's a new start and it looks like there's a lot of enthusiastic people, so it's always great to be part of a group like that. Hopefully we can take the story and make it a success.
The new black and white team jersey, which has a profile of the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, was also revealed for the first time to the watching journalists. The team will make its race debut at the People's Choice Classic Criterium before riding in the Tour Down Under, which begins a couple of days later.
لأن الشرف إني أشارك مع الفريق شخصياً دراج إماراتي أسعى لإبراز دولة الإمارات بشكل مميز.
We are really proud of this because we can bring this name around the world.
Led by Britain's Ben Swift, along with the South African climber Louis Mienkes, the new team will look to establish itself with a solid first season and then grow to become a major player on the cycling scene. Coming up in Part 3, we preview the opening round of the Red Bull Air Race. We meet karting sisters Hamna and Amna Al-Kubaisi, and we chat with Mark Maslowski, one of the best tennis racket stringers in the world. In February, the skies over Abu Dhabi will again be the place to watch, as the Red Bull Air Race takes up residence in the capital.
The smoke is on, and he's on track. He's high, he's clean, he's smooth in the line.
The opening race of the 2017 season will be a celebration of milestones for the official World Championship. The 10th season of competition, the 10th consecutive opener in Abu Dhabi, and the Diamond's 75th race for the coveted title. Matthias Dolderer will be the man everyone wants to beat in Abu Dhabi. The German soared into the 2016 season with a podium finish in the Emirates, and he never looked back, clinching his first World Championship at the 7th stop on the calendar, the first pilot ever to secure the title before the season finale.
And our world champion is Matthias Dolderer.
However, after 2 consecutive years of finishing runner-up, Australia's Matt Hall will be looking to finally go one better in 2017. In all, the championship sees 14 teams from 5 continents out to take the title.
No, Matt Hall is the winner. Oh, so close.
The sight of the Red Bull Air Race planes above Abu Dhabi's stunning Corniche backdrop is one of the best in the world sporting calendar, and an event definitely not to be missed. Join the celebration. Tickets for the opening round of the 2017 Red Bull Air Race World Championship in Abu Dhabi are on sale now.
I am Yusuf Mirza. You are watching Inside Sport Abu Dhabi.
Motorsport in Abu Dhabi has a huge following, thanks to top-notch facilities that allow petrol heads of all ages the chance to start out on their own path to racing glory. Hamda and Amna Al-Kubaisi are 2 young Emiratis who are blazing a trail in karting, forging a track not just for Emiratis, but for female race drivers across the region.
I've been involved in karting for about 3 years. I love the competition, the adrenaline, the karts, meeting different drivers from around the world.
I've been involved in karting for 2 years. What I love about racing is the speed, the competition, and how aggressive people are when competing.
Inspired by their father, the girls have racing in their blood.
My dad's Khalid Al-Kubaisi, and I've always seen my dad in racing. I've always supported him in tracks, and his conversations were all about racetracks and types of drivers he met.
He told us to start karting, and when we started karting, we really, really loved it.
Despite fierce competition, the girls have still won plenty of races to boost their growing trophy cabinet.
The amount of trophies I won was about 12 trophies, and still counting.
So me, I have 12 trophies so far and 2 wins. I think I could get more, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next race.
Both girls have had to overcome challenges to make a name for themselves in a sport usually dominated by men.
It is unusual, like it's really rare to see women in motorsport because it's more of a male-dominant sport, and the challenge we faced was, since the men are very aggressive when it comes to racing, we need to also be aggressive.
If you don't be aggressive, then you just find yourself at the back, because you have to push as hard as you can, you have to be confident of yourself, and you have to go out there and try your best and never have doubts. If you have doubts, then you won't do well.
The girls see their future as being on the track, and judging by their skill and dedication, they look to have a long motor racing career ahead of them.
I see myself in the future in Formula 4. I've already tested the car, and I can't wait to do 1 season in Formula 4, and we'll see how it goes from there.
How I see myself in the future is I will maybe test in a single-seater soon, and we'll see from there how I will go, and improve up, and hopefully I can reach somewhere.
In the world of tennis, there aren't many better with a racket in their hands than Mark Maslowski. You may not have heard of him, but he's one of the world's best tennis racket stringers and every player's best friend.
My name is Mark Maslowski. I'm president of the European Racket Stringers Association. We have a group of shops and stringers all over the world. Plus, I do workshops all over the world teaching tennis shops to string correctly.
As president of the European Racket Stringers Association, he's strung rackets for everyone from Roger Federer to Rafael Nadal.
I am still stringing at Wimbledon every year for 16 years now. I just did the Olympics in summer, and we strung for all of the players there. I strung for Andy Murray, and he won the gold medal.
During a tournament, he has his work cut out, dealing with the constant requests for his expertise. The workload intense and the pressure to not make mistakes heightened by the demands of the top tennis stars, it takes a special type of person to become a successful racket stringer.
I'm working 7 days a week, from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. Kind of crazy, I guess, to work so much. You have to be fairly good with your hands, so you can string quickly, so you get the same quality all the time. So we check all of the rackets with electronic device to see that they're all strung exactly the same. Look that the strings are straight, stencils are on correctly. So you have to be kind of particular type person to do that. Like Roger Federer gets 60, 70 rackets done every year now. He strings at a Grand Slam for matches, 10 rackets every match day and 5 rackets every practice day. So you see someone like him is using maybe 70 to 100 rackets in a Grand Slam. If you want more spin, there's different ways to do it with an opener string pattern or thinner strings. String tensions vary a lot. Andy strings a little tighter, and Roger strings natural gut on the mains and polyester on the crosses, and Andy opposite. The ball will go a very small percent faster with a looser string up to a certain point, but it makes the ball go higher over the net and it goes longer. So if your balls are going too short all the time, you can lower your tension and the ball will go higher and longer. If your balls are flying out, you go up in the tension and the balls will go flatter over the net and shorter. Finished.
So that's all for this month. Join us again next month for even more sporting action from Abu Dhabi, the home of sport.